know 50 said it.
But I was like, we like Jimmy better than you anyway, Cam. Then you gotta watch to see how he responds. And then you see.
He was funny. I thought it was funny when he said it. But I didn't think it'd be a big deal because you make up with every nigga that put hands on you. But I see the pattern now. If you don't agree to disagree with you and don't want to take it that route because they got some genuine love for you, you keep going on and on and on.
So, have you ever witnessed a beef so messy it feels like it was scripted for primetime TV? Well, the ongoing drama between Jim Jones, Cameron, and 50 Cent just got even wilder. This isn't your typical old-school rap rivalry. This one's packed with betrayal, bold allegations, and receipts that have the internet buzzing. Let's get into it. Jim Jones, the self-proclaimed Dipset OG, has been dodging whispers about being a federal informant for what feels like forever. It all began during Tekashi 69's headline-grabbing trial, where a leaked wiretap allegedly caught Jimmy plotting some serious gang business. But here's the twist. While other members of the 9 Trey Bloods were getting slapped with heavy sentences, Jones walked away untouched. And that got people asking some uncomfortable questions. Now fast forward to today, and things are even messier. Cameron and Jim Jones, who were once like brothers, are publicly airing their grievances. And just when you thought it couldn't get spicier,
myself, Big L, even though Mason Big L on the same page, Bloodshed, my man Herb McGruff, we were super duper popping in the street prior to the internet. Everybody knew we was about to get a record deal. Everybody knew this. It wasn't no secret. Basically, you heard our freestyles and you came up to me one day when I was chilling in front of the house, you said, and this word to my dead mother, yo, man, I heard the freestyles, y'all killing. Yo, you know my grandmother died. If y'all wanna come by and just hang out, y'all could, y'all more than welcome. We like, all right, Jomo, thanks. It didn't really make sense at the time because we like, yo, where's Jomo inviting us to his house for? Even though he, but it didn't make sense to be going to Jomo house. More freestyles come out. Yo, I heard the new you did. I heard the new you did. Yo, you wanna come through? Come through. Why? Why are we going to Jomo's house? Cool. One day, I'm leaving Mace's house on the west side, going back to the east side. I stop at Jomo's house. His grandmother died, God bless her dad. And he had a free crib. So yeah, I would bring some over there to sometime. A little crack maybe. I'd be at everybody's house though. I love my grandparents. My grandparents were strict. I stayed at Duke the God house. I stayed at Mace with Cuda. I stayed at her. I stayed a bunch of, I never needed nowhere to stay. You act like on your couch. You was a fan. You begged us. You were a fan.
50 Cent, the king of instigation, dives headfirst into the drama. Oh, and of course, he brought receipts. Because why stir the pot without evidence? Let's rewind for context. Cameron recently brought up something that's been bothering him for years. Back in 2007, during Dipset's feud with G-Unit, Jimmy showed up at a 50 Cent concert. To Cam, it felt like a betrayal. When Cam confronted 50 about it on his podcast, 50 wasted no time spilling the tea, calling it a moment for Jim, a moment 50 implied. That doesn't come around often. But here's where things get personal. Jim fired back on another podcast, defending his decision to perform with 50 Cent that night. He wasn't about to let rap politics get in the way of his money, and he made it clear he wasn't scared of anyone. I was living like a pirate, he said, painting a picture of a younger, wilder version of himself. That's not all. Jimmy decided to flip the script, claiming credit for Dipset's iconic aesthetic. Remember that legendary pink fur coat Cameron made famous? Jimmy says that was his idea. According to him, he brought pink into the Dipset mix long before Cam ever rocked it. And you know Cam wasn't gonna let that slide. On his and Mace's podcast, Cameron clapped back hard. He questioned Jim's entire Dipset origin story, calling him out for pretending to be from Harlem when, according to Cam, Jimmy's really from the Bronx. Cam didn't stop there. He reminded everyone that Jim wasn't part of Dipset's early days.
Jimmy was not a rapper then.
Right.
He was your man, like on the side, like on the side, just he was not a rapper at all.
Right.
So when Ballin' took place, and I'm looking and I'm going, oh, he having a moment. That's the Lloyd Banks. It's Lloyd Banks thing. He wanted that. He was watching them be that, like Mace be that, and Cam be that, and looked at, and it was finally he had one.
Mm-hmm.
And I just looked, and I knew I just took the shot, Murder, to see, because I wasn't sure he was going to go for it. Mm-hmm. But I was like, we like Jimmy better than you anyway, Cam. Then you got to watch and see how he responds. And then when you see, he like, oh, like that. Hey, give me this. Give me Jimmy. Yeah, tell him we want you at the show, Jimmy. Yeah, but that was one of those things I just threw it out and see what. And then when he bit to it, because it was like he was having a moment that not sure that was going to ever happen again.
Back when Cam was running with Mace, Big L, and his cousin Bloodshed under their legendary crew, Children of the Corn. But the most cutting jab? Cam roasted Jimmy for admitting that Mace taught him how to rap. For someone like Jones, who prides himself on his street cred, that one had to sting. And just when you thought the drama had reached its peak, 50 Cent jumped back in, reigniting those old informant rumors. On Instagram, 50 posted a photo of Jim with other rap heavyweights like Jay-Z, Diddy, and Fat Joe. The caption, LOL individual one calling the shots out here. I know you working, so don't say gangster to me. If you're confused, individual one is a reference to the leaked wiretap from 6ix99's trial. In it, someone alleged to be Jim Jones discusses violating 6ix9ine for distancing himself from the 9 Trey Bloods. Despite being caught on tape, Jimmy was never charged. Naturally, this raised eyebrows. How does someone get caught on a federal wiretap discussing potential retaliation and not even get questioned? The street started whispering, was Jim Jones working with the feds? Whack 100, never one to hold back, openly accused Jimmy of being a federal informant. He even dared Jones to prove otherwise, pointing out that the tape and lack of charges just don't add up. Tekashi 6ix9ine himself backed these claims, saying Jim must have been cooperating to avoid prosecution. Jim, of course, has denied all of this. He's called Wack a liar and dismissed the rumors as baseless clout chasing. But here's the thing. While there's no confirmed evidence that Jones worked with the feds, the questions linger. Why didn't he face the same fate as others on that wiretap? Meanwhile, fans are divided. Some are defending Jimmy, saying there's no proof he's a snitch. Others aren't so convinced. One fan wrote, "How do you get caught on tape ordering a hit and walk away scot-free? Something doesn't add up." Another said, 6ix9ine told everyone there were other snitches. Looks like he wasn't lying. Jimmy, for his part, clapped back at 50's latest jab with a post of his own. Posing poolside, he wrote, "Why you keep lying, LOL. I'm going back to sleep. Free Mel Matrix till it's reversed." But let's be real, 50 isn't letting this go anytime soon. Every time he stirs the pot, those old rumors resurface, and the internet lights up with speculation. And then there's the Dipset fallout. Can Cameron and Jim ever repair their relationship? Or has this beef gone too far? Cam seems done with Jimmy, and with all the back and forth, it feels like the Dipset legacy is hanging by a thread. So, where do we go from here? Will Jim finally address the informant rumors head on? Or will the questions continue to haunt him? And can Dipset survive this level of public drama? Or is this the final chapter for one of rap's most iconic crews? Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you Team Cam, Team Jim, or Team 50 stirring the pot? And do you believe there's truth to the rumors, or is it all just hype? Whatever happens next, one thing's for sure. This story is far from over. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode of this real-life hip-hop soap opera. Because in this game, the drama is just as entertaining as the music. Stay locked in, and don't miss what happens next.